Children, last video that you must have gone through, that the electrovalent bond. So in this video that we will discuss about that of the covalent bond. So far as the definition is concerned, we can define this covalent bond as the chemical bond. First of all, it is a chemical bond forms due to the mutual sharing of valence electrons between two non-metallic atoms. So this is a sort of chemical bond which can be formed due to the mutual sharing of valence electrons, and it should be between the two non-metallic atoms. The non-metallic atoms may be identical atoms or it may be non-identical atoms. But however, the most important thing is that this bond is formed due to the mutual sharing of valence electrons. Last video that we have discussed about the electrovalent bond, which was because of the complete transfer of the electrons, but this is sort of covalent bond which is formed due to mutual sharing of valence electrons. What does it mean? It can be explained by taking certain examples. Let us take some examples. Like if we see the examples of this covalent bond, we can find out the hydrogen molecule, chlorine molecule, nitrogen molecule. So in all these molecules that we find out that same type of atoms are there or identical atoms are there, and that to hydrogen, chlorine and nitrogen, as you know, all these are non-metallic by nature. Similarly, we can also say that some of the non-identical atoms are there from which this covalent compounds or the covalent bond is formed. Say for example water. If we take water, that as you know this is H2O, where we find out two non-identical atoms are there, one hydrogen and one oxygen. Similarly, we can take a hydrochloric acid or hydrogen chloride, where we find that hydrogen and chlorine both are combined by mutual sharing or by covalent bond. Similarly, ammonia, NH3, where nitrogen and hydrogen are two non-metallic atoms, those which participate in this reaction in this type of chemical bond. And similarly, methane, carbon tetrachloride as some of the examples where we find that the bond forms. These are some of the examples of covalent compounds where we find out that the constituent elements are nonmetals, and secondly, the sharing that occurs between two identical atoms or two non-identical atoms. Now here elaborately we will see that actually what happens, how this mutual sharing that occurs between the same type of atoms or different types of atoms. Now take an example, hydrogen molecule. So if we see the structure of a hydrogen atom having the atomic number 1, and in this case if you see the orbit structure hydrogen represents only one electron in its outermost orbit. It has only one orbit, and that too it has only one shell, so containing only one electron, which is considered to be unstable. And here the nearby stable atom, that is your helium, because as we know that helium is a sort of inert gas and it contains two electrons in its outermost orbit, means in K-cell. So therefore the maximum stable atom nearby to that hydrogen is helium, which has a duplet structure. So it requires, this hydrogen atom requires now to be stable by achieving 2 electrons. Therefore, when one hydrogen atom combines with another hydrogen atom containing 2 electrons, means separately one hydrogen contains 1 electron each. So in such cases we find that these 2 electrons they share by themselves. And as a result, what happens? Now we consider here that each hydrogen has the equal share on this pair of electrons, and therefore we can say that this has hydrogen having one single between these 2 electrons. These 2 electrons they share themselves in such a manner that this hydrogen atom will be considered to have 2 electrons, whereas this hydrogen also will have the consideration that it will have 2 electrons, and therefore now we can say that hydrogen combines with another hydrogen atom with a single bond forming that hydrogen molecule or H2 molecule. Similar thing that happens in case of chlorine. If we will see in case of the chlorine, in case of the chlorine also, if we will see, if the unstable chlorine atom that contains 2, 8 and the outermost contain that 7 electrons. So therefore, this is what unstable chlorine atom. Now the nearby stable one, that must be having in its outermost orbit 8 electrons. So that means it requires 1 more electron. Therefore, now when another chlorine atom that will be combined with this comprising of 2, 8 and 7 electrons, then in such cases we can find out that the chlorine, the valence electrons of that chlorine shares with another chlorine atom, and therefore due to the sharing between these 2 electrons, now there will be the formation of chlorine with single bond chlorine, and we will be getting a chlorine molecule comprising of 2 atoms. So therefore they create, in case of hydrogen and in case of chlorine also we find out each molecule of hydrogen that comprises 2 atoms of hydrogen, those which are combined with one single covalent bond. Similarly in case of chlorine also the same way, because this contains that each one of them they have one shared pair of electrons, and rest all are the unshared pair of electrons. These 2, those which are taking part in this type of chemical compound or the chemical bond, these are said to be the shared pair of electrons. And leaving to that, those rest of the electrons, those which are left out, these are said to be unshared pair of electrons. So now in such cases we will find out it may be hydrogen, it may be chlorine. In all these cases, wherever they require 1 electron to be stable, so in such cases we will find out these metals to form their respective molecule, they will have definitely the single covalent bond. Similar thing that happens in case of oxygen. If we will find out in case of the oxygen molecule, then something different. Means in place of 1 electron, 1 bond or 1 single bond, there may be the formation of double bond. And in case of nitrogen triple bond, likewise basing on the number of valence electrons. Let us consider in case of that oxygen. Let us take an example in case of oxygen molecule. Oxygen, the chemical symbol of oxygen O having atomic number 8, and if we see the electronic configuration O with 2 electrons in K cell and more 6 electrons or 6 valence electrons in case of the L cell, and therefore we can say that this is an unstable oxygen atom. So similarly, whenever another oxygen atom will be combined with this oxygen, so if we consider about all that 6 valence electrons, so in such cases that another oxygen atom, when it will be combined, we may find out that there will be the sharing between these 2 electrons. So therefore, we may find out that this oxygen can share with another oxygen atom. So here what happens? The number of shared pair of electron is 1 and 2. So therefore here it consists of 2 shared pair of electrons and more 4 pairs of unshared electrons. So therefore now ultimately we will be getting here oxygen combined with another oxygen atom with a double bond, and therefore that oxygen molecule comprising of 2 atoms of oxygen, those which are chemically combined with that covalent bond, and that to be double bond. Similar thing that happens in case of nitrogen molecule. If we see the nitrogen molecule, in case of nitrogen atom, that it consists of 5. So when another nitrogen atom that combines, because as you know that in case of the nitrogen molecule, nitrogen atom, the atomic number is 7. So therefore when one nitrogen atom combines with another nitrogen atom, the valence electrons, within the valence electrons you will find out that there will be 3 electrons. Those has to be shared with another more 3 electrons of that nitrogen. So therefore here 3 shared pair of electrons, and therefore there will be the formation of nitrogen with nitrogen triple bond, and there will be nitrogen molecule. So therefore in all these cases we have seen that the constituent atoms are identical, and whenever they are coming to the molecular stage, at that time either they may form that the single bond, double bond or triple bond. If we consider about some of the molecules consisting of that the non-identical element, non-identical atoms. So in such cases we will find out that there may be the formation of single bond, double bond, triple bond, etc. Now how it can be represented? Let us take an example in case of water. So covalent bond constituting non-identical atoms. First example that we can consider here, water. Water, by the formula as you know that it is H2O, that means one molecule of water that comprises 2 atoms of hydrogen which are combined with oxygen. Now hydrogen, as you know from the atomic number, hydrogen is having 1 and it has only one cell, that is your K cell consisting of 1 electron, whereas oxygen, that if you see the atomic number is 8, comprising of 6 electrons or 6 valence electrons, and both are unstable. Now whenever these hydrogen and oxygen both react chemically, because both are unstable and they try to be stable by getting that stable electronic configuration. So in such cases what happens? That whenever hydrogen combines with oxygen, we find out oxygen being its outermost orbit or the valence electron that consists of 6 electrons has stronger force of attraction towards this hydrogen. So as a result what happens? One of its hydrogen that combines with one of its electron, one of its valence electron, and another combines with another one. So therefore we may find out so now in this case, in case of this molecule, that we can say that oxygen, which was previously having 6 valence electrons, now it has a capacity of 8 electrons and becomes stable. And similarly hydrogen, by sharing its electron, it also have that stable electronic configuration getting duplex structure. So therefore finally we will be getting here that hydrogen with oxygen single bond, oxygen comprising of 2 unshared pair of electrons, and therefore this becomes H2O. So similarly, we can take other examples like carbon tetrachloride, methane, ammonia, etc. Whatever they are in your syllabus. Now let us take another example, that is your that carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. The constituent elements are carbon having atomic number 6 and chlorine atomic number 17. Both are unstable, and from the electronic configuration you will see the electronic configuration of carbon, that is C, having 2 and 4 electrons in its valence shell. Similarly, in case of chlorine, you will see that it consists of 2, 8 and 7. So both are unstable now, and they want to be stable by achieving 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. Now in such cases, what will happen? When carbon combines with chlorine, so each carbon, now in this case 4 valence electrons are there, so therefore one carbon combines with 4 chlorine, and therefore we are getting four chlorine atoms, those which are combined with one carbon atom with their constituent valence electron, and therefore now in such cases we will see in this structure that we will see that all that 4 electrons of that carbon are shared with the valence electrons, 1 valence electrons of that chlorine, and therefore finally we are getting a structure that carbon single bond chlorine, carbon single bond chlorine, and ultimately we are getting the molecular formula, that is CCl4. So now these are, first we have discussed about water and then your carbon tetrachloride. These are some of the 2 examples which consist of that the non-metallic atoms, those which are combined with that of a covalent bond by mutual sharing. Thus, in such cases that we have seen, in case of electrovalent compounds, they are forming first of the ions, and then they are forming that the electrovalent compound or by that electrovalent bond, whereas here they are forming their respective molecules, either the same elementary molecules or different molecules. So in such cases they form their respective covalent compounds by mutual sharing of their electrons.